In this 3ds Max tips and tricks video, I would like to advise you to change the default orbit tool in 3ds Max. So the default orbit can be found in the lower right corner, and I don't like the way how it behaves by default. So by default, it's set to orbit subobject. So when activating the tool, with the left click, you do get the yellow circle, and it's basically orbiting around scene origin if you don't have any kind of selection. If you do have a selection and you activate orbit, you are literally orbiting around the selection. And if you are in a sub-object, you are literally orbiting around the sub-object. So if I convert my teapot into an e-poly, and if I activate a polygon, and now I am in sub-object, so when I orbit now, I'm orbiting exactly around the sub-object. Okay, so what I don't like about the default orbit is that you're not able to define the point of interest. Although it is available, it's not set by default. So a best practice in Max, the first thing you do when you start using Max is change the default behavior of the orbit. So when you hold down the left mouse button on the orbit subobject, a flyout will be opened, and the first icon, so the isometric circle with the green dot in the center, this is, well, my preferred orbit. So I'm gonna activate it. Still the yellow circle, but when I left click on any kind of point, geometry based point, that is gonna be the exact point of interest. So you do get a much better control on the orbit. If you are using your Alt key and the middle mouse button, it's exactly the same how it will operate. It stays like this, so it's just a one-time setup. Max will remember your preferred choice of orbiting around in the scene.